Hey, what's up, entrepreneurs? Have you ever wanted to launch your own recession-proof business with the freedom to be your own boss and work from home? That's why I created biz5freedom.com, to show you how you can join our team and work together in a business and industry that's allowed me to create my dream life, where I can travel where and when I want to with my family. I can take time off during the week to go boating and wakeboarding with my 5 kids and wife, or go snowboarding during the winter, and work in a business that's busy in good times and even busier during bad times. Watch my free workshop at biz5freedom.com. That's B-I-Z-F-I freedom.com. B-I-Z-F-I freedom.com. See you at the workshop. What's up, my friends, entrepreneurs, small business owners, and side hustlers everywhere? We've got a great guest on the show today. Today's expert is Kelsey Johnson. And Kelsey Johnson is the product marketing manager at Aweber, which is a huge company and one of the world's leading email automation platforms. She specializes in helping entrepreneurs and side hustlers who want to make more sales in less time through the power of automation. And she does it with effective subject lines and email copies and headlines that grab attention, landing page design, and e-commerce tools. I know we have a lot of e-commerce listeners and entrepreneurs on with us. And, you know, more than anything, she just wants to help everybody with a business find simple, affordable, and effective ways to make more money. Well, that said, Kelsey, welcome to the show. There are over 32 million businesses in the U.S., and over 90% of them will never break 7 figures in annual sales. So how do we as entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs break into that 7 figures club? This podcast will relentlessly share the secrets, strategies, and tactics I've used to create 3 multi-7 figures businesses and bring in even more successful entrepreneurs than me to share their inspirational stories and tactics to success. You can create your dream business and life right now. So buckle up and let's go.
Thank you so much for having me on. And I would say the main thing out of that whole introduction that I really want to bring away is, you know, you hear a lot of marketers talk about a lot of things and use buzzwords, but what I care about is helping small businesses make money. And email is a great way to do that. So I'm really excited to talk about that today.
Amen. Well, I think everybody who's here is just perked up. Maybe they're in the gym working out, or they're driving down the freeway or into the next job and like, oh, you're going to help me make more money. I think I'm going to listen in to this episode. And that's why we, bring experts like Kelsey in to teach us. Now, there's a lot of information out and about in the internet about email marketing. Some people, will say things like, oh, it just doesn't work. Others will say, oh, it's everything. I've got my, own experience with it that I'm going to share later on, but make the case, if you would, why email marketing matters. And for some of those new small business owners, side hustlers out there that don't really understand, well, I send emails. What is email marketing? Make the case for what email marketing is and why it's important.
Absolutely. So email marketing basically is a systematized way to send out bulk emails to customers, right? For the purpose of engaging with your audience and making more sales. There's a couple of reasons why it's really great, especially for small businesses, to pay attention to. The first reason is you own your audience with email marketing. If you have a list of emails of, current customers, prospective customers, previous customers, that is something that you own. Now, I hate to break this to you. You don't own your Instagram followers list. You don't own your Facebook group list.
That can go away at any time, guys.
It can go away at any time. You can get kicked off the system. And also those platforms aren't incentivized to actually show all of those people your content. It's in their business plan to not show all of your followers all of your content, so that you then have to pay them to show all of your followers or show more people your content. That's just not true of email. It's something that everybody has. And it's something that if you send out an email to your, customers, to your subscribers, everybody gets it. So that's really great about it. Email marketing is also like the place to make sales. Like 20% they say, of people follow you on social media to get promotions from you. People basically want your content there. They don't want to be sold. But people are okay being sold in an inbox. They're used to it. If I, have a boutique where I bought a dress, right? And I start to get their emails. Listen, I might not open up every single email, but when I am ready to buy a dress for a wedding this summer, and I know I like the dresses at that boutique, I'm going straight to my inbox so that I can see maybe what they've got, maybe get a promo code or something like that. And so it's really an excellent place to, resell to the people who already bought from you, who already like your stuff, no matter what it is, whether it's physical goods, whether it's a course, whether it's software, whatever it is, this person has engaged with you and decided to get your emails.
Guys, just a couple super important things to unpack there that Kelsey just taught us. Number one, when you are capturing a name and an email, like that is information, data that you own that is incredibly valuable, because as she so correctly pointed out, if you have a following on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all these different things, like you may or may not own that. Most of the time you don't. And the only way you can continue to own it is really by spending money, and a whole bunch of money on pay-per-click ads. But when you own a name and an email in a list using a service like Aweber, now you don't have to spend a fortune sending out emails. In fact, it's pennies on the dollar to be able to send out millions of emails every single month and get out there. So it's something you own, which is the most valuable thing maybe your business has. I can't tell you how many entrepreneurs, mentors I have who have said the most valuable thing I own is my email list. And I've heard that over and over and over again. And it is absolutely true today. And it's true in our business without a doubt. And sales occur naturally with emails, right? If I'm on Facebook, like you can't just post every time, hey, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. No one's going to follow that, right? But if you are delivering real value and content with your emails, they expect for you to invite them to that next workshop, that next webinar, that next sales presentation, because that's why they subscribe to you in the first place. So I guess the first question would be, okay, I need to have email marketing. Where is the first place to start with email marketing? I set up an account, with Aweber to do email marketing. Now what do I do?
Well, you need subscribers, right? You need people to send emails to. So think about all of those other places that I talked about. It's not like you should get rid of your Facebook account or any of your social media or your website, but all of those places, think of those as lead generating. Right? All of those places aren't necessarily the place that you'll make the sale, but you are generating the lead there. You're bringing in the potential new customer for your business. And so make sure that somebody can sign up for your email list in all those places, right? Have a sign up form on your website, especially next to your blog or videos if you've got other content. Get that sign up form into like a link tree thing in your social media. Even if you're running Google ads or anything like that, make sure that like the first thing you do is capture somebody's email address as soon as they get to wherever it is you're sending them. And then all of that stuff can be automatically integrated with a platform like Aweber. So it's not like you have to like go to a spreadsheet, copy and paste all that stuff over. Make sure you definitely automate that, because nobody's got time to be doing that stuff. So start to think about these ways to get your subscribers. But then, one more, point to that is if you are, you have your sign up form in all these places, but you're like noticing, people aren't just signing up on their own, then you can use something like a lead magnet, which is basically a freebie that's, related to your business. It's something that's not what you sell, and it's not the free content that you give away, but something in the middle there, right? Like a checklist or a, workbook, or if you sell something physical, if you're in e-commerce, maybe like a sample size, or one of the most popular, highly used lead magnets is just a promo code. Buy our first thing, get 20% off. Also, you've got them signed up for your list. So that is, definitely make sure that if you're struggling to get that list grown, add one of those lead magnets in, add one of those freebies in, you'll see people will start to sign up more often. Go ahead.
No, that's super important. So yeah, all these different areas with your Facebook, your social media, your Instagram, YouTube, wherever you're at, there should be places along the way for your customer to be able to sign up. And as you so correctly point out, well, if there's not a real purpose in signing up, they're not going to sign up. And that is the power of having a lead magnet. Sometimes lead magnets is a training video. Sometimes it's a coupon code, as you said, to save some money. But what I have personally found to be most effective after trying so many different lead magnets is oftentimes just a sexy download, like you talked about. Maybe it's a one-page PDF with a checklist with, the 5, top reasons of whatever you're selling, why it's going to solve their problem. And oftentimes for me, it's like a short book, and it might be like a 8 to 10 page PDF, and there's lots of pictures. And your lead magnet is moving them forward through your sales funnel to the next thing and guiding them and giving them great information and great content and teaching something, but really unlocking the benefits, selling the benefits of what you do, not necessarily the features. So great. Now I've set up my first email list. I'm getting names and emails. People are coming back. What's the next thing I should do, Kelsey? I'm getting these names and emails, like just email them every day. Like, how can I automate this? Because I don't want to have to log in and create a new email every day. Like, what's the best way to do this?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the biggest fear points that people have when deciding to start email is like, oh my gosh, am I going to have to write an email every week? I'm not a writer. I'm not a designer. This is terrible. This is so scary,
Exhausting.
Or, you got all the energy and then you only do it every week for 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden you're just like, oh, I got distracted by something else. So this is one of the coolest things that I think is happening with technology these days is it is being made available very affordably and easy enough for people who aren't tech people to use, right? You don't need a team to use it. And so when we say set up an automated system, set up an automation so that you are sending out emails automatically, oftentimes people will be like, oh, I don't know how to do that. But with platforms like Aweber, you can do it really, really easily. So what you do is you put together first of all, an email giving somebody the freebie, right? Because if they signed up, you don't want somebody to sign up on Thursday and then you get around to it on Saturday to send out a bunch of freebies. No, they should be getting that immediately. So you can set it up so that when somebody signs up for your list, they're added into your account. That creates a trigger to send out that first email, and the whole system is just built for you. You just have to tell it which email to send, basically. And tell it, if you want to get complicated and say this person from Instagram gets this freebie, this person from my website gets that freebie, you can, but you can just have everybody that goes into your email account get the same freebie. And then what you'll also want to do is set up a welcome series, is what we call it, which is basically, it can be long, but if you're just getting started, I say start with 5. Start with 5 welcome emails. Okay. And what that does, depending on your business type, but what that basically does is what we call nurtures the customer. It lets them know what to expect from you in an ongoing way. It lets them know your style. It lets them know the quality of content they're going to be getting from you, maybe the quality of entertainment, the quality of design. And you can set that up, literally drag and drop in a platform like Aweber. So you say, you build one email, right? You do have to make your first email look good. You can use templates and stuff, but make one email look good, welcome them, send them the freebie. And then you just copy that email and then change it so that the next one says, maybe the next one says, here's what our business is all about. You signed up for this freebie, but if you don't know, here's what our business is all about. And what I love to recommend that people do in that second video, if you're comfortable, is to make, or in that second email, is to make a video. So, me, Kelsey Johnson at, Kelsey Johnson Marketing or whatever would say, hey, it's me, Kelsey. I have 10 years of experience in marketing for small businesses. I can design a website for you really easily. I specialize in email marketing. I can help you put together your campaigns. If you want to learn more, click the button below, but otherwise you'll be hearing from me again tomorrow. And so do that 5 series of emails. Just design them, copy, add new things to each one, and then drag and drop them into this automation platform. But it's really just a card that says, send this email, a card that says, maybe wait a day, and then send the next email, and then wait a day. And then you, as a small business owner who probably spent a few hours putting this together, can sit back and allow these emails to continue to send to every new person who signs up. But you don't have to get in there and, like we talked about, send an email every week or 2 weeks or month or anything like that, at least to start. But what you will start seeing is the return on that. You'll start to see, well, I am getting more signups. I am getting more sales. And then as that money comes in, you can start to justify doing that more regular cadence of emails, or maybe outsourcing it or something like that. And so it's just this really wonderful, powerful automation that oftentimes people feel intimidated by, but I love it because it's like, it takes the load off. You can get started doing email marketing and you can just sort of set it and forget it, at least to start off with. And then you're growing that list, you're growing that wonderful, valuable list. People know what to expect from you. If they do come back around and they're like, oh, I need web design. I know it's like 3 months from the last time, from when I signed up for that email list, but I know I can search in my inbox for like web design, Kelsey, and then that email will pop up. And then you're just in the inbox, you've gotten it going.
Absolutely. Well said, guys. Let's unpack some of the powerful, value bombs that Kelsey is dropping on us today. Number one, she talks about creating the automated email campaign where when your dream client or prospect signs up to receive that free thing, they should be getting it immediately, right? They get into your campaign. You don't go type the email in. You've already typed it. Maybe you typed it a week ago, a month ago, 2 years ago, and they immediately get that lead magnet, whether it's a download, whether it's just a code, whatever it is that you're giving away that's attracting them to give you their name and email. And now you've got this opportunity. Not only did they get that free thing or they, buying that first product from you, but now you can build a relationship. And she's saying, okay, to build that relationship, you want to have a welcome series of 5 emails that come out maybe every day or every other day for the next 5 to 10 days. They get those emails, and this is your opportunity to build a relationship and let them know, other products, other services that you offer. One of my mentors, Russell Brunson, advocates for what he calls Seinfeld emails. And some of you listening don't even know who Seinfeld is, and I feel really bad for you. And I'm going to invite you to go, watch Seinfeld on TBS or whatever cable channels it's on. But Seinfeld was a show about nothing with half-hour episodes. And each episode would kind of lead into the next, or in between commercial breaks, you'd be, oh, what's going to happen? And that's what you want to do with these 5 emails. If you have, something interesting, true about you and your life, because we'd much rather do business with a person. That's why your email should be from you, the person, not you, the business, right? You're not going to email from your business. You're going to email from you, the individual. And you're going to tell a story maybe throughout those 5 emails that makes them want to come back and open the second email and the third email. And along the way, that story is connected to the product or service that you provide your clients that makes them want to do business with you, because people want to do business with people they like and know and trust, and they want to deal with a real person, not a big corporation. So some amazing stuff there that you've shared in terms of putting this together. So I get them in, I built this relationship, and I've got my 5 automated emails. What do you think is the next step that some of the most successful email marketers are doing with their email list?
Well, it sort of depends on your business and your customers, what step you want to do next. I often say, especially as you're getting going, start looking and asking for feedback. See, what do my customers who signed up for my list actually want? So there's one thing I love about small businesses. And I think you pointed to this when saying like, this is from me. This is from you as the person who owns that business. That's who people want to hear from, is you. You offer something that, maybe could be gotten from like a bigger named brand, but whoever it is that's signing up for your list, who's hiring you, they want to work with you. They want to work with a small business owner, somebody that they can talk to personally. They're not going to, get sort of outsourced, support or anything like that. And so when you are sending these first emails, or even in your social media or anything like that, you as a person can say, hey, I want to help you out. I want my emails to be amazing for you. I want them to be useful and entertaining. And, what is it that you want me to start writing about? And it's like one of the quickest ways to put together a plan for sending out that more regular cadence of emails. And, you can sort of try things out and see what's working for you. But I think one of the best things to do next is get a newsletter sent out at least every month. And then maybe one other time that month, send out a sales email. And so you're providing content, you're providing education, value, and then you're also making the sale. You're making the sales pitch. And the reason I think you should do that, a lot of people and a lot of email marketers will talk about starting with the value first. But I think it's valuable to you to continue doing it to start seeing those sales come in. And so, take that feedback, do a monthly newsletter or monthly, whatever your email looks like for you. And then another email that's, largely just a sales pitch or an upsell or, something that you think they might find valuable. But the cool thing is, if you do that for about 6 months, you can start to add those newsletters, especially the ones that were really popular, onto that welcome series. If you found something that works really, really great, you can start adding those to the welcome series. And if you have the type of business where, the information's not necessarily new every time, like if you're a home service based business, right? HVAC, there's not a lot of news in HVAC. There's not a lot of new content to talk about. But if you can find those essentials, then you can automate everything, and then all you have to do is sort of restart it at the beginning of the next year, make some adjustments, change out a testimonial, and that can make your email marketing still extremely, extremely useful, but you don't have to spend all of that time on it, time that we know as small business owners, so valuable,
No question, guys. A lot of great ideas. So you should be, sending that email. You should be asking for the sale. Don't be afraid to, be authentic, be you, but ask for the sale. You've got a great product or service. Let your customer know. And then I guess the most important thing is consistency. Have a monthly newsletter, have a weekly Friday email or a Monday email. I know, a guy, Robert Glazer, who has a great newsletter that he sends out every single Friday. It's called his Friday Forward email. And he sends it out to his whole email list. And the most valuable thing, obviously those are things you must do with your email list, but so valuable. Imagine this. Imagine you spent 6 to 12 months creating a brand new product or service, and you are sure it's going to work, and you go to market with it and it fails miserably. One of my mentors, Jean-Louis Dumas, the founder of Entrepreneur on Fire podcast, did exactly that. Spent a year on this and a whole bunch of money, launched the product, and it absolutely tanked, failed. Nobody wanted it. But by having an email list, when you have that new product service that you want to launch, instead of wasting all your time building it out, you can just, hey, if I built out something like this, would that be interesting to you? Is that something that you would want to buy? Would that solve a problem for you as, one of my friends on my email list? And now you can actually get, I would absolutely. So he started doing that with his products and services that he was thinking about creating. And in fact, he had his next product the one that actually people wanted came out and said, oh, yes, we all want it. 300 people pre-ordered it. That's the power of email campaigns and how to do it right. So if you're listening now, you've learned a lot. You've gotten, the process and the strategies for automated email marketing, how powerful it can be. I can tell you it's helped me build, my business to multiple 7 figures in annual revenue because I'm always emailing. I can be asleep and my emails are going out. I can be in the Riviera Maya like I was last week with my 5 kids, and the emails just keep going out. Hundreds of thousands of them every single month automatically. So that said, Kelsey, how can the audience connect and learn from you, and how can they take action to get set up with email marketing?
Okay, so you can get set up, and AWeber has a free plan, but by being a listener of this show, you can actually get a month of our pro plan, which includes really cool stuff like segmentation and split testing and advanced reporting and things like that. So you can get a free month of that at go.aweber.com/podcast. And AWeber is spelled AWEBER. You can find us on any social media platform where we publish lots of resources for email marketing, YouTube and everything, just at AWeber. The handle's the same for every single platform. I am at Kelsey, Colorado on Twitter if you want to reach out to me personally. But if you do need a question, if you have a question about the actual email marketing platform, I urge you to go to our contact support page and contact our support team. They're all in-house 24/7, and they know so much about email marketing, like way more even than me. They're amazing.
Guys, giving away not only value bombs, but a massive discount to get in free month. So that's go.aweber.com/podcast. And you can take advantage of that and get started. And most importantly, she pointed out there's real support there, and AWeber is going to stand by and support you. And then you can also message the famous Kelsey Johnson at Kelsey Colorado on Twitter, because she is a Colorado resident and she loves Colorado.
Absolutely.
Well, Kelsey, thank you so much for being a guest on the podcast today. And guys, the most important thing is don't just listen, learn, and say, oh, that's cool. Implement what you're learning in your daily schedule. Go ahead and set some time out now. I'm going to work on my email marketing today or tomorrow for 30 minutes. I'm going to listen to this podcast again, take the notes, and then I'm going to take action. If I don't have an email marketing service, I'm going to go to go.aweber.com/podcast and take advantage of that and get it set up and join the 7 Figures Club. That's what this podcast is about, to get you in the top 5% of business owners who generate 7 figures in annual income and revenue. And I'm going to tell you, you cannot do it without email marketing. You just can't.
Are you looking for more 7-figure secrets, content, or even how you can launch your own recession-proof business? Then check out 7figures.com. That's the digit 7, FIGURES.com, where we share more videos, stories, strategies, funding solutions, entrepreneurial education, and even the secret business type that's recession-proof. Thank you for listening, and if you're finding value in our podcast, please give us a 5-star and invite others to join the club. As entrepreneurs, we take risks, and sometimes those risks don't work out and we move on to the next project. But our credit might take a hit in the process. It happened to me. That's why we teamed up with Experian, the most trusted credit bureau, to launch SoftPullCredit.com, where you can use score simulators to increase your credit, monitor progress, and access our proprietary Credit College platform to fix those negative, inaccurate items on your credit and build a strong credit profile. We even included smart money strategies that can save you thousands. Go to softpullcredit.com and use the coupon code DISCOUNT20 with no spaces to save $20 your first month. Again, softpullcredit.com, coupon code DISCOUNT20, no spaces, and save $20 and dominate your credit.